The district has been planning for different return models, with safety, flexibility, and equity serving as our guiding principles throughout the decision-making process. As you heard at Thursday's meeting, the hybrid model was designed to provide flexibility for movement between in-person and virtual learning while maintaining the integrity of the CSD instructional program. The instruction provided in school will continue to be live streamed via Zoom and recorded with a hovercam. The teachers will post recorded lessons on their LMS pages for students and families to view and review as needed. We have leveraged the technology in the classrooms and added more where necessary to assist the teachers in being able to work with two groups of learners concurrently, the in-person learners and the remote learners. Utilizing two monitors, Zoom, and hovercams, the teachers can interact with the in-person and remote learners at the same time, and the students, whether they are learning in person or remotely, will be able to communicate with each other and learn together. The inner right board will be the focal point for in-person and remote learners. In the classroom, the students will see the lesson projected on the board, and the remote learners will have the materials screen shared with them via Zoom. The hybrid model allows us to limit the number of students in the school and each class to allow for social distancing and limit the number of people that the students and teachers interact with in a single day. Of course, there are some impacts on space and instruction. Instructionally, there will be more individual work, and group work will be modified to allow for social distancing. We will continue to utilize technology to provide small group instruction, which will include a blend of in-person and remote learners. There will be restrictions on the use of shared materials and limited movement around the classroom. Inside the classroom, desks have been spaced 6 feet apart, and students will have their own desk based on the day of the week that they are attending school. So for example, the Monday, Wednesday students will be sitting at the yellow desks, and the Tuesday, Thursday students will be sitting at the green desk. This allows for 6 feet of space in every direction for the students while they are in the classroom. Teachers will be working with students in person and virtually at the same time.
In the hybrid model, we will have students on the screen so that the students in the classroom will be able to see them and interact with them. And the students at home will also see the students in the classroom so they can greet them by name, they can see who's saying what in the sharing. All of this interaction will be taking place through Zoom.
Within the hybrid model, the students that are at home learning virtually will be logging on at the same time and learning at the same time as their classmates in the classroom. During the live instructional blocks, there will be opportunities through Zoom for students to interact with one another, whether they're in the classroom or learning at home virtually.
A morning meeting is something we do daily in order to help the students connect and to help us build a classroom community. One way that we do that is with greetings and activities and sharing, so they can learn about each other, some similarities, some differences. Our math lessons will continue with a mini lesson to start. For the mini lesson, we are able to write on the inner right board, so it is interactive and it is screen shared with the students that are at home, and the students that are in the classroom will be able to see the screen as well. After the mini lesson, students will be assigned independent work or small group work. Small group will look different because of the social distancing requirements. All students, when they're working in small group, will be logging in through Zoom, whether they're in the classroom or at home, in order to meet with the teacher to work on concepts or strategies that they need support with or enrichment with.
We want to make sure that student engagement is still at an all-time high. We want the students at home to feel the same feel that the students in class are feeling. The students at home will still be able to see the teacher on the screen, as well as the slideshow or whatever's being presented. We want students that are in the virtual setting to feel like they're still part of our classroom community. So through the use of morning meetings and having the students participate in discussions, it will allow for students to feel that community feel.
We are very excited to welcome the students back into the school building as soon as it is safe to do so. If you have any questions about any of the models or the safety or health precautions that we have been planning, please contact your child's building administrator. We're here and we're happy to help answer any questions and alleviate any concerns that you might have.